All right, so what we're going to do today on You Can Learn Guitar Land is mix major and minor pentatonic together. Real simple soloing ideas to help you get started on the whole process of learning how to solo in major and minor pentatonic and the differences. So this is part 3 of like 87 parts. So check the links down below. There's always something cool. There's either like an ebook or free videos, or there's tons of stuff. So, don't be scared to go down in the cloudy description zone and click the link. Anyways, let's zoom in for a closer look. All right, so this song is in C sharp. So what we're going to do is we're going to use both C sharp minor. Okay, sorry. This is C sharp minor pentatonic right here. Here's our C sharp note. Right? That's the little trick to find first position pentatonic and minor. Whatever the note you're looking for, say the key is A, here's the A, that's where the first note of the first position pentatonic will start. So in this case it's C sharp, so we're up here at the C sharp note. Okay, and then if you want to find the major, you find that note, C sharp, and then just go down 1, 2, 3. So that would be the 6th fret. Same exact position, just down 3 frets. Okay, so in the beginning, it's kind of just a vamp. It hangs on the same chord for a long time, right? So what I did was I slid in position 1. I went from A string, 6 to 8, 6 to 8 on the D, but I picked those two. And then I come and I hang on. This is the root note. This is the C sharp note. Now, what you can do when phrasing, since you're kind of outlining the chord, any of these notes are part of that C sharp major. Right? You got your 5th, your root, and your 3rd. Now the 3rd you can hit, but it's not one of those ones you want to land on. Right? It doesn't sound nearly as good as home bass, that C sharp note. Now the 5th is a good choice too. It's a cool... You can hang on it longer than the 3rd, right? I mean, they all sound good, but I like to hang right around the root, so... So what I did right there is I hammer on 6 to 8, root, which is the 6, and then I'm bending up the 8th, and I grab the 9th fret of the B. Now essentially when I'm doing this, that kind of a bend where I'm holding these two and bending up, I'm just outlining that C sharp major triad. I'm bending that note into the 3rd. So I'll come back. So, to music, here we go. Let's see. Take 2. Play. It's just being cranky. All right, here we go. Okay, so even when the chord switched, I still hung out around that root. And I did the same thing as I did up here, but now since I shift positions, all of a sudden it sounds a little different, right? I did the exact same thing right here. These are the exact same notes, just up higher. So when we're beginning and we're learning, our way around, and we're only working, say, in those first 2 positions, we can play the same notes just in different octaves, and it sounds different. We can go, oops, sorry. That's the exact same notes, okay? Same there. Same there, and then down here as well, right? So exact same stuff. But all I'm doing is adding a little vibrato, stopping on the root. I bent up on the 11th fret here of the E, back to that 9th. Right there I did like a little Hendrix, or what I did is I 9 and 9 on the E and B, and then I hammered on the B and let the E 9th fret ring. So this is the 11th fret, and then went back, right, part of that chord. So I'm playing out of that chord. Now keep in mind this is all the major stuff, right? Another riff I like. So what I did right there, this is 5th position major. So that's the 15th fret, 14th, and 16th. So I'm bending up on 16, and then I'm grabbing the 16th E, and then bending back up on the B. Now what I also did is I went, so I bent up the 16th fret. I grabbed the 16th, this is 16th B being bent. I grabbed the E 16th fret, keep that note bent, then I grab the 14th fret, and then come down. Right? Back into that major chord right there. And there's my root, right? So that's an example of major pentatonic and the sound. Now we can play this exact same chord progression and use minor, but you can't use the riffs in the same way that you would major and minor. So let's hear what we can do minor-wise. See if this thing will play back. We'll take more of like a Stevie Ray Hendrix approach. Mistakes and all, baby. No editing. I'm just going for it. I'm just, you know, that's what happens. You go for it. You choke sometimes. All right, but anyways, jokes aside. So what we're going to do is that was all minor pentatonic. Now, right, what I did, here's the first position, second position. Right, the vibrato is super important in blues, so I bent up the 14th fret, 2nd position, 12th fret, this is on the E, and then I went and just strangled this note like a redheaded stepchild, right? Just shake it, 14th fret B. That's our root note, right? And then I went down to the 12th fret, and then I do those quarter note bends. Now, one of the things I like to do is the distance between this position and the next position is a step and a half, right? So that's 3rd position. I like bending that step and a half right there. Also, right here, getting into 3rd position, the note would be. Right, and then I'm back into 1st position. So I went. So right there, I bent up. This note isn't typically bent up, but it's that thing I pinched from Van Halen. A lot of people go. I like bending that note. It's awesome. Cool sound. Same note, right? But it sounds like you're reaching for it. Now I'd stack those. So I went 11th fret, D, A, D, 9th fret, G, back to the root. Now you can come down here and play with those. Right? Exact same thing I did down here. Right? Right? You can keep those same notes rolling, but you can add pinch harmonics to make it sound different. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm not doing any different phrasing ideas. I'm trying to keep the notes, whether it's here, here, or here, all exactly the same. The same kind of phrasing, the same kind of rhythm. Right, I'm just chaining them together, but it sounds like a big long riff, right? Now, don't ever underestimate bending a couple times in a row. It just sounds cool. It sounds like you're going for it. Like you can get those nasty bends like I just did that Stevie Ray Vaughan and Buddy Guy and all these guys do. They'll hit multiple strings. So when you're bending up, hit both the strings together like you're bent up on the E. Hit the B too and bring it down. So we're going to recycle this riff. We're going to go bend up on the 11th fret G, B string 9 and 12. And then I just stack, stack. Right? So with the music one more time. All right, so again, that was both major, which I did in the beginning, and minor pentatonic, working over that Born Under a Bad Sign Albert King version, just a backing track. You can find it wherever you want. And it works over that progression, both scales. You have to play them and apply them a little bit differently, but it still both works and it's fun, right? So in the next lesson, we're going to put them both together, and that's what I like doing. So stay tuned. Part 27 coming at you live. All right, awesome. Awesome job. Thanks so much from both me and Marty, as always, for checking out the channel. We love it. You know, Marty's got the Martyzsongs, and I think he's got like 5 sites total. So check out that stuff. There's always awesome, awesome videos, whether it's covers or, how to solo or any kind of stuff. This is more the technique channel, and that other stuff is just everything into one. So check it all out. As always, thanks so much from both of us. Catch you next time.